NASCAR Championship weekend begins on November 5th with the Camping World Truck Series and the Lucas Oil 150. But even though they only have one race before then, we still got a little while to go. This is the Inside Lane on Sports 360 AZ. I am your host, Devon Henry, and joining us on the Inside Lane, he is a two-time Stadium Super Trucks champion, a 2015 X Games gold medalist, and the defending Camping World Truck Series champion. Driver of the GMS Racing number 2 Chevy Silverado. From El Cajon, California, it's Sheldon Creed. Sheldon, thanks for joining me.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Hey, it's a pleasure to have you. Loved chatting with you last year, and then you went on to do something pretty cool, like win a championship at Phoenix Raceway. Still so young in your career, moving to the Xfinity Series next year. You have this whole arsenal of racing talent, but you're also part of the AIM Autism Charity Golf Tournament basically right after championship weekend, and I didn't know golf was in your repertoire. How is the golf game going?
Uh, Definitely not great. I wouldn't say I'm a good golf player, but yeah, Stuart asked Brad Moffitt and I if we want to join and be a part of it, and yeah, it sounded fun, so signed up.
Well, taking a look at this Camping World Truck Series schedule, probably the most aggravating part of the series is how long we have to wait to get to Martinsville to find out who will be locked into the NASCAR Championship weekend. You're on your way to lunch right now, but what are you doing to kind of keep yourself, I don't know, occupied, I guess? It's so long until we still get to Martinsville.
Yeah, it's actually a tough part. Me and my crew chief were just talking about that. Just uh, for me and him, we wish we raced every weekend, right? So yeah, definitely get bored, kind of run out of things to do, and then you got to think about it for 3 weeks. So yeah, race the micro sprint a little bit. I guess try to do chores around the house when you have time. But yeah, I mean, if it was up to us, we'd like to race every week.
Now, back when you first won that championship last November at Phoenix, you didn't have the greatest track record at Phoenix Raceway. But then you go out, late race restart, you make the move, and you get that championship. But I'm curious, how has Sheldon Creed improved between last November and when we're going to come back this November? How have you improved as a driver?
I think I've just matured more over the year. I feel like the same from 2019 to 2020. I've probably made close to those same gains. I feel like just maturing more, trying to understand the race more. How Jeff, my crew chief and engineer, handle the race, and how I can help them. I feel like just trying to get better at telling them what the truck's doing, and maybe not getting as frustrated or whatever mid race. And just staying focused on the end goal.
And now, what's the greatest part about Jeff? Why do you love him so much? And then maybe he'll pay for lunch if you say a few good things right now.
Yeah, I don't know. We've kind of just hit it off from day one. 2017 was our first year together. We actually only raced like 4 or 5 times together that year. We just hit it off and got along good. And I feel like a big part of it is we don't hurt each other's feelings, or we can be extremely honest with each other and move on, and not get distracted with what the goal is or what we're trying to do. So I feel like that's something maybe other relationships or driver and crew chief guys, they just, I don't know, just get upset with each other, or don't trust each other, where I feel like Jeff and I have that.
Well, it's been fun to watch you guys, and another aspect of your career that I find a lot of fun is all of your dirt racing. Now, you're no stranger to the dirt, multi-time Stadium Super Truck champion and the all-time wins leader, but ever since last year, I know that you've been running dirt ovals even before then, but you're really getting into this micro sprint racing. You're over at Millbridge, which is a phenomenal racetrack in and of itself, but why do you feel like, all right, I need to get into the micro sprint now and go and do some dirt racing? I know a couple other of you truckers go out there and do that, but why did this become a priority where you got to go out and wash it, you got to put together, you got to holler out there, you're doing the whole shebang?
Yeah, I don't know if it's really a priority or something that I feel is going to make me a much better race car driver. It's just more something to go have fun with. They race Wednesday nights. So it allows us to be able to race most of the season, and it gives me something to do during the week other than working with Josh and going to the shop. I love spending time out in the garage and working on it. So I actually might enjoy that more than actually racing it. But yeah, just trying to learn it and get better in it. And they're extremely fun to drive.
So, I mean, you're a bit of a thrill seeker. I mean, all of you race car drivers have a screw loose somewhere to be able to race a car at that speed and do all this stuff and just be comfortable doing it. I mean, it's like an everyday thing for you guys, it feels like. But I asked you this last year, and you guys hadn't put together yet. But last March, during the pandemic's first stint, if you will, you and Zane Smith wanted to go Goldfish Racing. And it didn't happen last year. Have you guys been able to go Goldfish Racing this year?
No, no, never did that. That was like a spur of the moment idea. Because there's really nothing going on. So I don't know. I might have to pick that idea back up.
And of course, that team at GMS Racing, you guys consistently have victories coming out of the truck series. What is it like being teammates with Zane, and then you got Chase Purdy jumping in? You guys have had Chase Elliott in the past, so you got the rotating cast of characters in one truck, and then you got the three of you guys who seem pretty tight, throughout the year.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like we're all pretty good buddies. Kind of me and Zane have been racing together for quite a while now. And I feel like we're more of the, I don't want to say higher level, but run better every week. And then you took a year and a half, 2 years off, went to college, and then came back racing and kind of had to relearn it all because it changed so much. And we all didn't stop for a year and a half, so we kept progressing. So it's been fun to work with them and hear their ideas. And Chase or I have some Tyler or Chase that I like. So yeah, it's nice having 4 or 5 of us to kind of work on the trucks and build ideas off of.
Chatting with Sheldon Creed, the driver of the number 2 Chevy Silverado for GMS Racing. Before I let you go, Sheldon, got to do a segment I do with every single driver. It's called Quick Time. I got some rapid fire questions for you, looking for some answers in return. Ready, set, quick time?
Yep, I'm ready.
All righty, your favorite city to travel to for a race weekend?
Ooh, Dallas, Texas.
All right, Texas Motor Speedway. Why Texas?
I honestly don't know. I just love the vibe of Texas. I really like the state. I don't know, just like the landscape of it. I don't know. It's always just been a favorite of mine.
I love it. I love Texas as well. Now, how about this one? You've done so many disciplines of racing. The most difficult race car you've ever driven?
Oof. I would say stadium truck is up there. And a dirt modified was actually really, really tough.
All righty. The dirt racing is always slipping and sliding, but a little bit more on the super trucks. What can you take from the super trucks and compare it to NASCAR? What attributes are you able to take from the super trucks, put into your NASCAR truck?
Gosh, nothing really, honestly. They're completely opposite. Maybe a little bit on road courses, some braking and a little bit of the turning things. The trucks roll over more on road courses than they do on the ovals. So a little bit of that, but maybe just car control because the stadium trucks requires a lot of that. And yeah, I'd probably turn that over, but everything else is like completely opposite.
All right, last one before I let you go. If you have the opportunity of racing for a championship in Phoenix on November 5th in the Lucas Oil 150, what do you think will be the biggest obstacle to overcome that weekend?
Oh, honestly, I feel like it's all going to be with qualifying. Need to qualify up front and just try to control the race all day, which can be tough. And if you can get to the lead, well, hopefully there's not a caution in the last 10 laps. So, yeah, I feel like that'll be the biggest part of it is just qualifying good and trying to control the race all night.
Well, looking forward to seeing the defending champion come on back out here at Phoenix Raceway. Sheldon, always a pleasure to chat with you, man. Best of luck at Martinsville and however much longer we got to wait for that. But nonetheless, see you out here in Phoenix, hopefully racing for a championship.
All right, thank you.
This is the Inside Lane on Sports 360 AZ. Keep it to Sports 360 AZ. All playoffs long for NASCAR. Championship weekend coming up November 5th, 6th, and the 7th.